Hello, I'm Elias Mirser. In the previous episode of the Resident Evil Chronicle, we examined the events from the mid-18th century to the mid-19th century. In this episode, we continue the chronicle and move forward from 1895 to 1922. Between 1895 and the years around 1919, Miranda was born somewhere in Romania. Like other local girls, she grew up, married, and moved to a modest village where her husband lived. Yet this was no ordinary place. Near the village stood a castle, once owned by a local lord. There were ancient ruins with towering statues, and in the nearby mountains resided the Benevento family, renowned for their craftsmanship in doll-making. Around 1910, Miranda gave birth to a daughter. She named her Eva. As the child grew, Miranda and her family lived in quiet happiness for several years. Though the Great War never reached their isolated village, disaster came nonetheless. In the autumn of 1918, a devastating plague swept across Europe. Miranda's husband and her daughter both died of the Spanish flu. She was nearly broken by grief, but there was nothing she could do. She buried them. After losing Eva, Miranda wandered near the burial site. Perhaps by chance, or perhaps by fate, she entered a cave. There, she encountered a black organic mass, shaped like a giant fetus. Drawn by something she could not explain, Miranda touched the megamycete. In that instant, she became infected with the mold. And through the megamycete, she gained access to the memories of the dead. She sensed something extraordinary. Her daughter's consciousness was still preserved within the megamycete. If she could find a suitable vessel, Eva could live again. From late 1918 into early 1919, Miranda remained within the cave. She allowed the infection to deepen. She absorbed knowledge from the megamycete's vast archive. Then she returned to the village. She founded a church and began preaching that her faith could cure the deadly influenza. Using the regenerative properties of the mold, she injected villagers under the guise of treatment. In the early stages, the patients appeared to recover from near death. To the villagers, this was nothing short of a miracle. Miranda was revered as a savior. Her influence grew rapidly. Those who joined her church were instructed to call her Mother Miranda. Within the village lived a small family of 3. One day, the wife fell gravely ill. She soon passed away. That same year, their young daughter also became infected. Her condition worsened rapidly. She convulsed, coughed blood in her father's arms. Desperate, the father rushed to Miranda's church. He begged for treatment. The girl received a mold injection. Soon after, she recovered, as if she had never been sick. The father, having witnessed this miracle, spread the news. Other villagers, equally desperate, flocked to the church. They sought healing and blessing. Within days, many abandoned their old faith and pledged themselves to Mother Miranda. She went further, claiming that even the healthy should receive the gift to prevent infection. Fear of death overpowered reason. Villagers lined up for injection. They never realized that what filled the syringe was a substance extracted from the megamycete, known as the gift. It was never salvation. It was experimentation, a large-scale human trial conducted in the name of resurrection. Miranda soon discovered that nearly all subjects failed to achieve true compatibility with the mold. Their bodies grew strong, but severe mutation damaged their brains. Cognition declined, behavior became unstable. As more mutated forms appeared, those who had witnessed their complete transformation began naming them. The male mutants were called lichens, the female ones Moro-Achai. Around 1922, Miranda established an underground laboratory beneath the village. She refined the gift repeatedly, searching for a viable vessel. Only with the 181st subject did she finally observe a higher degree of compatibility with the mold. That subject was Alcina Dimitrescu. Alcina was not a native villager. She came from a noble family. She suffered from a hereditary disease, porphyria, a condition that made life unbearable. At 44 years old, desperate for a cure, she traveled to the village after hearing rumors of a divine healer. Porphyria is a disorder of heme synthesis caused by enzyme deficiency or reduced enzyme activity. It leads to metabolic disruption. Symptoms include photosensitivity, digestive complications, and neurological disturbances. In severe cases, patients may suffer cognitive confusion, even violent or bloodthirsty impulses. Due to heme deficiency, the skin appears pale, drained of color. In folklore, such individuals were often mistaken for vampires. After voluntarily receiving the gift, Alcina demonstrated remarkable adaptation to the mold. Her intelligence did not decline. Instead, she gained rapid regenerative ability. Her body grew to nearly 3 meters in height. She became a towering, formidable figure. Yet, Miranda's treatment did not cure her porphyria. On the contrary, it intensified her craving for blood. The Dumitrescu family possessed skill in winemaking. After fusing with the mold, Alcina Dumitrescu combined necessity with passion. She refined the wine process and began incorporating human blood as an additive. Though her compatibility with the strain was impressive, her immense stature made her unsuitable as a vessel for Eva's resurrection. Still, Miranda recognized the value of the Dumitrescu name. She intended to use Alcina to acquire more external test subjects. As her research deepened, Miranda required assistance, a capable aid to support her experiments. Thus, Alcina remained at her side. In the following years, while assisting in mold research, Alcina claimed the nearby castle as her own residence. With Miranda's permission, she began conducting her own experiments with the gift. And that concludes this episode. From 1895 to 1922, we have traced this chapter of the Resident Evil timeline. If you found this exploration valuable, your support is appreciated. If you are interested in continuing this chronicle, consider subscribing to the channel. I'll see you in the next episode.